against others or against the ignorant. And what was that Fox? What they said, Fox is a 666. I think Fox is a 6 letter, and then the O and the X both add up to 6s also. You know, is that correct? So,
what
was that?
Say that again, brother.
We're talking about the Fox, on the numerology of the Fox. It adds up to the number the devil is given, the 666 or XXX. We got a topic coming up on that too. 666 or equals XXX. We're going to live on the sex and society of the beast, on what exactly that truly represents. I did a little something before on that, on the real mark of the beast, where I taught on the thinking that you have in your psyche that's far more in depth than any so-called physical chip that can ever be implanted. You know, a chip can malfunction. Your mind, your crazy thinking that's ingrained in you, that ain't going to malfunction. So the devil always gives you the trick before you know what's really happening. So that way you think you know what's happening. And so, you know, you think Alex Jones and all these other people know exactly what's what. They wouldn't know a microchip if it bit them in the ass, most of those people. Anyways, the real mark of the beast, I went into a couple of things on your bestiality right now. You know, you just eat things because it tastes good. That's the way the beast does. You have sex and lust just because it feels or you lust. That's also the mark. All of the bestiality thinking that you have. And we went into a long teaching of it. Have you heard that one, brother?
On the what, the bestiality teaching?
No, the real mark of the beast.
Oh, the real mark of the beast.
Topic on the real mark of the beast.
I missed that one, my man.
Oh, man.
It's powerful.
Great. That's the main image that you would have, is the image of what's right. You know, opposite of what you're seeing today on how wrong and misguided things are. You know, things would be in order. So that's definitely a way of looking at it. Well, I want to get some more in depth on this illumination thing, although I'm kind of unsure. Somebody says here, correct me if I'm wrong, but are you Supreme Being? Yes, I am. So hopefully that answers your question. And what that means, it doesn't mean I have a magic wand on me. That means I'm the supreme person that knows all that we need to do or go into motion of as of today. Because you can't know infinity. A lot of y'all think, well, God knows everything. How can you know infinity? That's something you all never think about right there. We spoke about that, was that the other night? Brother Ali. You know, y'all don't have no concept. Then, what's that Jason fella? Brain came in, talking about, you can't imagine the creator and blah, 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 blah. Why, how the hell you know about him then? If you can't imagine him, what the hell are you talking about him for? Then we got into the devil. How did he find out about him? And the person told him. Did no creator come down and tap him on the shoulder and tell him this and this and that? Another being actually brought that perception to him. So what that means is I'm the supreme mind of what direction or the head. A head informs the body. So I'm the supreme head of where the direction we should be as gods or a God people. Not black people, gods. That's what's required today is we have to be gods. And the motion today is not looking at the Caucasian, not picking up your gun. It's dealing on this thinking with self and these house Negroes. And you don't have to go no. All you have to do is shine the light, the absolute light. We don't, the lights before that was partial. Even with Elijah the Great had, it wasn't this bright. It wasn't absolute. He told you about the white devil. However, he didn't tell you about these tan devils. He didn't teach you about. He didn't teach you about these house niggas. I'm clearing up all that. I'll let you know, the Black Panthers house niggas, yes, they are. They're house niggas with guns. If they're not for separation and wanting to get away from this mentality, world, they want better education. They want what they say. They want food. Whose education is it? And what kind of education is the man gonna give you? He's still gonna tell you were jungle bunnies with spears. He's still gonna tell you that he was first and you was last. He's still going to tell you all you ever contribute was slavery and Martin Luther King, or you got water sicked on you. So what exactly are you actually educating yourself? So anyways, I'm the absolute mind of the time. Supreme means absolute. Absolute means supreme. That means we can't go beyond that. So since there's a period, we can't go beyond the period. Now all we need to do is go to motion on that which is definite for our liberation and salvation. So that's in absolute terms and knowledge of myself. And also the other supreme minds that are in accord. Because gods don't follow, we just are in accord. If 1 + 1 is 2, you can't follow that absolute. You can only be in accord with it, in agreements. Because whether if you follow it, you like it, or you hate it or not, it's still going to be there. It'll still add up. Interesting. So what is it she loves? Who is she, well, yes, he is.
I know, but it just goes to show you, man, that they're not really paying no attention, man, to what's being talked about here, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But they got time to be typing that kind of stuff in there. I mean, and you're not paying attention.
Half these clowns in here, they're so-called conscious in here, and then they go to these other places, Nikki Love and who the hell Don Nicoleon, they niggas again. Yeah, they call themselves bitches and hoes and niggas and everything. I know who they are. They think they hide and whatnot. They don't. I see all. You ain't hiding from me. You just a bunch of part-time niggas, that's all. Matter of fact, you full-time niggas. You trying to be part-time. Right. You trying to be part-time conscious people, although you can't mix unconsciousness. You can't call yourself a bitch or a crackhead can't smoke crack and say I'm conscious of drugs, of not to pollute my body. You can't, say, well, I just smoke on Tuesdays. You still smoke. We would never refer to ourselves as niggas or our goddesses as bitches in here. There's no justification for that. If you can find some justification that you more sicker than this damn devil we speaking on here.
You see this, man?
Well,
in the
that's
chat room?
What's that?
Supreme and Ali. You said, look at the chat on here from that chick, the dyke chick. It says Supreme and Ali say you love them again.
They said what?
See, read it, man. It says Supreme and Ali say you love him again.
I don't see it on mine.
Oh,
read it
yeah,
to me what it says.
It says Supreme and Ali. And then right next to it says, say you love him again. And then it says, I have it on record.
Of what?
I guess we mentioned, I guess, from the shows, at the shows, at the end of the shows, before we get ready to break for the night, me, you, and Supreme Justice, too. We always express our love for one another, Hell yeah.
I love my brother here, especially if he's a God.
Hell yeah, what's wrong with our people saying we love? That's what's wrong with us. We don't know how to say we love one another without having some kind of a homosexual or sexual undertone to it.
Right. They automatically, since they're on the low frequency, they automatically put it on the lower, the lust and the physical. You know what I mean? We're on the spiritual and mental, and they still on the physical. So that's just a distinction of their idiotic minds. That's why they're dying.
I know. That's what I was getting ready to say. See, when they make comments like that, man,
on the physical. I'm saying when you on a dyke thing, that's physical. Because if you ask spiritual love for your sister, you don't even think on that stuff there.
Right.
It's on a higher level.
Something's wrong with them anyway, man. When them females get to acting like that, they let you know they got daddy issues, And that's not... their daddy either, didn't love them right, or maybe...
Hold on. Well, if you let me yield for a minute, brother, I just want to say this one.
Go ahead, brother.
And I have to recorrect myself. That's why I had to, really kind of put a definite to this. I said love on the lower level. You can't love on the lower level. That's called lust, the beast level. So you don't have no love. Only gods or righteous people can love. Devils lust. They don't have no love. Even these Illuminatis and whatnot, they kill each other. They killed that Princess Diana. They killed JFK. He's from the Kennedy Illuminati family. They kill rappers, Michael Jackson, whoever. So they ain't got no love. It's all about power upon power upon power. And the power, their type of power, since it ain't knowledge, is physical, it's lust. So I had to put a definite to that. This is from people who don't know what love is. The only thing they've been taught about love is what the devil has taught them, and he's taught them that lust is love. That's why none of the relationships, that's why you are dykes out there, because the relationships ain't going to work because all you know is lust. You can consider lust love. You see? So then when you no longer, that lust run out, and that candle run out, you ain't got nothing else, no other substance with that individual. Because that's not really the love. Love just means a high respect for somebody. That's it. It don't mean what you was taught by the devil as some touchy-feely thing. That's y'all stuff with that. You can go to hell on with that.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us,
jealousy. Man. What's that?
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that the true definition of love was to want for your brother or your sister what you want for yourself, man. That's love. Everything else is like you just said, it's lust, man.
If we had any love for one another, we wouldn't be in this condition we're in. If you don't believe me, why don't y'all try it? Start respecting one another and see a change in yourselves. And it says here, so what do you call men that lust? Are they faggots? Well, if they lusting after another man, if they lusting after another woman, they just ignorant men who don't know how to think on a higher level. That don't necessarily mean they're gay because they lust. They could lust after women. All right, I'm kicking you the hell out of here. I don't know why you niggas come in here.